Chicago has some of the strictest gun laws in the nation. But so far this year, there have been more than 400 homicides in the city. The problem city officials have pointed to for years, a seemingly endless supply of illegal firearms.
The city of Chicago does not have a problem of too few guns. There are way too many guns from shops in Cook County, from neighboring states that come into the city of Chicago. On any given weekend, our police officers take more guns off the streets than either New York or LA.
Around the country, state by state, and in some cases municipality by municipality, gun regulations form a patchwork of laws varying in stringency. In Chicago, for example, there are no gun shops, but it's easy to avoid the city's restrictions by going into the suburbs or crossing over the state line.
The reality is it's easier in this community to buy a gun than it is a computer.
Last summer, a group of Chicago activists and a coalition of attorneys filed a civil rights lawsuit against 3 of the neighboring Chicago suburbs that they say provide a safe haven for gun shops whose weapons eventually flow illegally into the city. The lawsuit points to a report released last year, indicating that between 2009 and 2013, more than 3,000 guns, nearly 20% of all guns recovered from crime scenes in Chicago, were sold legally by 4 dealers located just outside the city limits.
I need the hot dogs. If you can get the
Pam Bosley is party to the lawsuit. She lost her 18-year-old son, Terrell, to gun violence 9 years ago when he was shot and killed by an unknown gunman.
If they coming from your villages, you need to take care of that. You need to regulate that. You should not want to be known as allowing illegal guns to end up on our streets in Chicago to shoot our children.
In late October, one of those municipalities passed tighter gun regulations in response to the lawsuit. Only 25 states and the District of Columbia have adopted laws regulating firearm dealers, with other states requiring dealers to conduct background checks, retain records of sales, or report sales to law enforcement. Illinois is not one of them.
Even if Chicago tightened its regulations even more, which of course the Supreme Court has said don't go further, even then there still would be a large number of guns from neighboring states. So that's why many people believe that the only solution lies with a uniform regulation at Congress's instigation.
With disagreement over the effectiveness of strict gun regulations and its potential impact on violence, and polls indicating Americans are split on the idea of more gun control, it's unlikely there will be consensus on national gun laws anytime soon. Usher Qureshi, Al Jazeera, Chicago.